All right, so I just finished watching Court of Gold. Let's go ahead and talk about it now. Overall, I give Court of Gold an 8 out of 10. Definitely a really good documentary. I've been watching a good amount of them recently with the NFL, with quarterback and receiver. This one is something that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. And as I grow older and eventually have kids, I'm going to show this to them. Like, this is the definition of legacy defining. Backs against the wall, just for these three legends of LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, three of the top 10 players of all time, three of the most skilled players of all time, three of the most scrutinized players of all time. Their backs were all against the wall. And what did they do at the end? They all came through. The Avengers, quite literally, saved my life. Like, let's be honest. The Avengers saved my life, okay? Thank God they assembled the Avengers for the Olympics. This is probably going to be the last Olympics for all of them. Curry's 36, KD's 36, and LeBron is now 40. It's just so many legends that I grew up watching. I started watching basketball in 2012. We are now in 2025, which makes 13 years. The first ever game I watched was a rerun of Mavericks versus Heat, where the Mavericks won like 6 games against the Heat. And I became a Heat fan after that, after we had lost the series to the Mavericks, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, I mean, the legend that I grew up watching just coming together with one common goal of winning the gold medal, like, that is just absolute cinema. Like, I can't wait. Like, I hope Netflix, y'all know on Netflix, like, they'll eventually, like, remove some shows or something like that. Like, I need y'all to keep this. Like, I need to show this to my future kids. Like, this is absolute cinema. KD, LeBron, and Curry are forever stamped. Like, they will get, like, minimal slander from me for, like, the rest of eternity. Like, these guys, man, three of my favorite players of all time, three of the greatest scorers of all time, three of the greatest players of all time, teaming up. Those last 2 games in particular were just, oh my goodness, man. They were just absolute cinema. The behind the scenes overall, though, was really cool. They showed behind the scenes for all countries, like perspectives, comments from like Team Canada. They had Team Serbia. They had Team France. They had an abundance of different teams. The only thing we didn't see is, why was there no South Sudan? South Sudan, where were y'all? I don't think I even saw my boy Luau Dang. Like, even in the series, we didn't even hear about the game where we went like toe to toe with South Sudan and JT Thor at that big corner 3. LeBron comes out like 25, 6, and 7 or whatever the hell it was. And he hits him in the game-winning, like, layup or something like that. Like, that was a game. I remember I was literally taking a shower mid-game. I was so loud. I was like, yo, what's going on in there? And I was like, I was just watching this game. Like, I'm just getting hyped. Like, that was cinema. Again, backs against the wall. Like, this is South Sudan. They haven't been in the Olympics since, like, maybe, like, forever. So, yeah, that was massive. The behind-the-scenes, they were so cool. Like, even after games, like, that one game where France was down at half by like 11 or 13 against Germany in the match to clinch the group, and Batum was crashing out of France. Like, y'all playing soft, the rotations are good, you're playing ISO ball, you're not playing team basketball, you're not playing defense, you're just not playing fundamentally well. That's stuff I love seeing. I love seeing inside the locker room and how, because I know those situations are definitely tense. We never really see them too much. We don't really see locker room clips. So the fact that we saw this was absolutely amazing. I definitely love to see that. I actually loved as well how they weren't just solely Team USA. There were, again, multiple other countries as well, again, which we saw some South Sudan, because they really played their heart out, especially in that game against us where we went toe-to-toe. Carlik Jones had like a triple-double. JT Thor ended up making it back to the NBA on the Cavs for like a 2-way contract. A good proportion of that was on that game. Carlik Jones just signed to like a summer league contract or something like that. I think he's back overseas now, but shout out to bro. Let's be honest, the world is catching up. The world has, 4 of the top 5 players in basketball right now? In Nikola Jokic, SGA, Luka Doncic, Giannis. Do we even have a top 5 player? You can say LeBron's top 5. You can say maybe KD. Maybe Tatum. But unequivocally, the world has 4 of the top 5 players in basketball. Oh, yeah. You also have Joel Embiid as well when he's fully healthy. By the way, Embiid saw reports today. You guys here for the rest of the season, brother. Like the Sixers are not going anywhere. Just go ahead and rest for the rest of the season, and hopefully he's back next season. But no. I mean, Embiid sees like Team World / Team USA, but yeah, at his best, he's obviously a top 5 player in basketball. So I guess we can split on Embiid. So the world has 4.5 of the 5 best players in basketball fully healthy. So yeah, I also learned that apparently LeBron was the one to send out a text message. He sent one out to Curry. Thank the heavens that he did that. Curry's first ever Olympics. I'm actually interested why Curry didn't do it back in 2021, because they didn't have in 2020 because of COVID. I actually like how they kept it like 2024, 2028, 2032 like that. I could have low-key hated it if they did it 2025, 2029. Like, just I like how they keep it like that. So shout out to them for sure. Stat I learned during this documentary is the Dream Team in 1992, the team that's always hyped up, played against a combined 9 NBA players. My brother in Christ. 9 NBA players. This was easily the most NBA players that we have ever played against as Team USA. Which is absolutely insane. Another thing I was going to mention as well earlier, it was so cool how they went out to the other events. Like, I forgot who it was, like KD and like maybe like Hallie and maybe some other people as well. They went out to watch Simone Biles, and KD had their like viral tweet off of like the Netflix Twitter recently they just clipped from the show. Damn, Simone Biles can get up. I think she might dunk. Like, Simone Biles got hops. She got hops. Shout out to Simone, by the way, one of the GOATs for sure. Love seeing her, even though those matches are usually like early, like 8 a.m. and I'm usually up at like 9, so I like catch the tail end of it. Shout out to the GOAT, Simone Biles. Bam was watching fencing, and then SGA and other people from Team Canada, they were watching track and field. They saw Noah Lyles, and Noah Lyles, we had to win this to get back at you because we lost the 2023 World Cup with like C-list NBA players, and people were like, oh, world champions of what? World champions of the NBA. We have the best talent in the world. We are world champions, and I stand on that tag. The Eagles, they are world champions. They are the best team, and they have the best players in the world, in the best league in the world, with assortments of players from other countries and states all coming to the NFL when they are at that peak of a player, at the peak of their talents. Like, this is the best league in the world. This is why we call it world champions. Want to snatch our chain? Go ahead and try it, because you're not going to do it. Simple. But ran out the way. Kevin Durant's debut in that Serbia game with Cinema came off the bench. Tatum literally got like no clock, because dude, KD had to go like 7 of 7, 8 of 8 in the first half. Like, dude, he is so good. They're coming off an injury, minutes restriction. He said, man, fuck that minutes restriction, bro. I gotta go get him my Duffy. So shout out to bro. W Bam Clips episode 4, we saw Bam's mother. He talked about, which if you're really tapped into Bam, you know that he grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina, with his mom in the trailer park, and I think they said living off like $10K a year, I want to say. Hey, real one. Now he's making over like $160 million a year in dating. The GOAT, Asia Wilson. So hey, shout out to my dog Idris Demi Adebayo. After those last 2 games, no more Curry slander forever. I don't care. I know Lakers fans, I see them on my timeline slandering Curry like every other day, or slandering the Warriors overall as well, which is really both of them overall. From me, no. Those last 2 games, I mean, before that, he was literally putting up shitters before those last 2 games. But hey, legacy defining, the two most important games of the Olympics, Wardell, Steph Curry showed up, and he showed out. Just what a euphoric feeling watching him while he's in the zone. It is generally one of the greatest highs ever. And I'm saying this is somebody that's never smoked a day in my life. So I don't know what the greatest highs like literally is, but overall, the greatest highs, dude, that is truly one of the greatest highs ever. That is euphoric. That is a spiritual experience. Shout out to Kevin Durant. Just overall phenomenal games. That comeback against Serbia, I mean, that was legacy defining. 10 games. I mean, 10 minutes to go. Fourth quarter, down by like 10 to 13 points. Magna ball 3-point shooting the first like 3 quarters from Team Serbia. Bogdanovic doing his thing. The lefty was doing his thing. Thank God that guy in the left wing on the right wing missed a 3. That would have killed me, genuinely killed me. But thankfully he missed. After that, the momentum. We had it all. And at the end, I saw the clips of Garcia Yabusele dunking on LeBron in the last game like 3 times. Like, I'm surprised Clutch had that left in. Like, they replayed that like 3 times. LeBron James will tell you, LeBron stands, a.k.a. LeBron Texas, will tell you that is AI. No, that is not AI. LeBron is... Yeah, after this, I was calling LeBron the GOAT. So, shout out to the GOAT. I must be MJ, though. He got the GOAT shoes, but hey, 1A, 1B. 1A, 1B. But yeah, Team USA ends up winning gold. Curry saved our lives. LeBron, KD, love them forever. Really good documentary. Really, really good. See them pop the champagne at the end. That was cool. Just the feeling and how they felt. And then you see France. You see Wemby was crying at the end. I feel bad for him. He's only 21. Shout out to him, by the way. He just had blood clot in the right shoulder. Hopefully that is gone in the very near future. Big recovery from my boy Wemby. Nicolas Batum's last Olympics, and the French national team head coach. That was his last game as well. Shout out to bro. And overall, yeah, 8.5 out of 10. Shout out to Quarter Gold. Would definitely recommend watching that. And shout out to Team USA, man. Again, definitely will show this to my future kids. So, yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Team USA saved my life. Shout out forever. Stephen Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant. Three of my favorite players of all time. Showed up when it mattered the most. Shout out to Book. Shout out to B. Shout out to starting 5. Shout out to Bam and AD. Defensively with that tandem. Derek White, Jrue Holiday, Holly when he got clocked, Tatum when he got clocked. Shout out to them, man. Major shout out to them. But yeah, really good series. Would definitely recommend watching Court of Gold. USA on top, baby. Let's go.